All right, guys, this is Danny Bella Motorcars. Just wanted to show you the finished GT40 project I had. It's been sitting in my bench for such a long time. I totally lost track of time. So very quickly, let me show you what I was able to do. This was based on the old MPC kit. It's a 1/25th scale. Not only smaller than what I usually do, I'm a 1/24 scale builder, but also the parts were bulky, so a lot of sanding and adjusting had to be done. To start, one of the things I wanted to do was trying to get the right stance. If you build the kits straight out of the box, it's going to be all over the place, and the ride height was terrible. Also, the wheels were not accurate, and some of the parts in the body too. So let me show you real quick. The first thing I did to make sure that the stance was low enough to my taste, I adjust the suspension, did a lot of sanding and modified the arms on the suspension to be able to lower the car. When it came to the wheels, I think the front wheels were too high. So if I do anything, the car will be like doing a wheelie. So I did a lot of sanding on the actual wheel, sanded it down, and I was able to lower the car enough. On the rim on the back, because the rims were the same, front and back. The back, the original rim on the back, it's a deep dish. It's a wider tire. So I just basically used the rim out of one of their kids' rims and cut the center part, and then I just jointed the original kit center with the actual rim that I got from the other kit. Painted it. I used, I think it's I don't know if it was burnt iron. I was just trying to mimic the titanium color, so I painted the rims that way. I seen them on chrome, did not match. It looked funny, it looked toyish, and I used this tire. The tire was the same from the kid, and it worked out fine. I made the little clips that was not included on the kit. Let me see, hold on, let me use something else. Okay. So you see actually this hatches right here, this one and this one right here. Based on photos I picked up from Google, I noticed that I wanted to add that detail. The little hole to open the door, I included that. And let me go around. If you can see here, this little door opening, that was not part of the kit, so I scribed that out. I guess that's where you're supposed to take the tire out during racing, because during those days the drivers were able to do work on the cars, and that detail was included on my project. On this air scoops right here on the sides, if I left it alone, it would have looked terrible. It was not so smooth. It looked more squarish. So I did a lot of filling and sanding to get that smooth, right, inlet for the air, for the engine. When it comes to the front clip, I wanted to put like a hinge to be able to open it up. But since the nose is so low on the front, the only way I was going to be able to do is to do a hinge that you can lift up the front and then flipped it. But I haven't had time, so I just left it like that for now. If I try to find time to do that, this project's going to sit on my bench for another 2 or 3 years. But I did a hinge for the back, and it's very nice. I had to adjust the body because it wasn't falling correctly. I wish I was able to do a video on that, but Again, I was so tight in time, it was hard to do so. When it came to the engine bay, I used the engine block that came with the kit and the transmission, but the headers, I had bought them from, I don't remember right now, but they were resin, and they're more bulkier and beefier than the originals from the kit. And that kind of gave it a nice finish touch for the engine bay. Did a little wiring. They have the spark plug wirings on it. Let me just turn the camera around so you can see a little bit more. You can see that's very nice, basic little tubing for the fuels, and I did some oil lines on it and ignition wires. I didn't overdid it since it's not a very detailed kit, but for me, for my satisfaction, I did so. This oil coolers right here, I corrected them a little, because on the kit they show the air cooler facing the side of the cover, so they wouldn't work that, and originally it wouldn't work because the air has to go in, cool off, and come out the other side. So I just kind of shift them to face forward. So that was a little thing I did. If you want to see more details about it, just check out my first two videos. I think that the initial one I used paint, Tomica paint, and I'm right now on the top of my head, I don't remember what else I did to it. But thank you for following. I hope you like it. I do like it. Love it. It's in my stash. This was part of one of my Holy Grail kits, because it's something I wanted to have since I was a kid, and I'm able to purchase it thanks to BG, that he had it on his stash, and now it's mine. All right, guys, have a great morning. Keep on building. Forget your troubles. Build models.